Hello, Tracy Brown here. I just want to remind you all and say first off the bat that this process is intuitive eating, body neutrality, maybe working towards body positivity work that we talk so much about. I want to make sure you guys know that's a no-fail process, meaning I know it's really hard sometimes not to feel shame about a quote-unquote bad eating day, and bad eating means all kinds of things to all kinds of people, so the particulars aren't as relevant as to how you feel about things. So what I want to let you know is we're all learning. We were born as intuitive eaters, but obviously things got in the way that have reprogrammed in us how we see food, how we behave around food, and so it takes some time to remember some of those old ways in which we used to be able to eat from hunger and stop at fullness and eat for pleasure, but also really mind the signals of our bodies to where we end up getting a big variety of food in more naturally than the typical food guide pyramid way of eating. I do believe intuitive eating really is an inner guided process, and so that means that our bodies really do know. The job here is getting aligned and quiet enough to where you can hear those signals and string those together long enough to where you feel like, oh my gosh, like I'm really getting this. So when we feel like we underate first half of the day and we deprivation driven eat the second half, or if we just had a binge, again, I ask you over and over again with compassion and curiosity, what's going on with this versus, and what do I want to feel versus what did I do wrong? What did I mess up? Like, I can't do this. Again, be gentle with ourselves and work towards non-judgment, that you are relearning how to be attuned. It's not so much about trying to find the right things to eat. It's more about noticing how you feel and getting clear about how you want to feel, and that gives you more of a homing signal into your body. So I hope that little explanation was helpful, and just to hope you recognize that it takes most of us years to do this, by the way. I mean, I often see on social media or with my own clients that they'll try intuitive eating for a couple days or a week or two or a month or two and be really excited, and unfortunately, like everything else, the honeymoon period will be over where you're really digging into like your life and doing this process. So things are going to come up and happen. You're going to learn new things that once were helpful to you, you have to drop to allow new things to come in to help you to the next level. So all these things are normal and to be expected. But honestly, it really took me 2 years to be feeling really competent about intuitive eating. And then many years, I mean, I've been doing this, I started my recovery from disordered eating 20 years ago. And I would say 14, 15 of the last 14 to 15 years I've been an intuitive eater. So, but every year I learn new things because our bodies are ever changing, always changing parts of ourselves. So we're always shifting, we're always changing. And so our job is to not be all that attached to like the way things we think used to be or should be, and more about, well, what's happening right now in my body? What does it need from me now? You might find that your preferences change. I was talking to somebody who was a little bit more early on in her intuitive eating journey, and she's finding right now she really needs to eat like solid, heavier meals to feel grounded and to feel satisfied. And I was like that for a long time too. And I'm actually almost shocked by right now, and in this part of my life, I find myself wanting actually more fresh foods than I ever have. And that's not because I even thought about it. In fact, I didn't even notice how much I wanted that until I started noticing, honestly, how I was picking up like more salad kits at the grocery store, and like, what is this? Like, I've never wanted salad in my life that much. And recently I have, and that could totally change in 3 months, maybe because it's getting hotter. I don't know. I think that's part of it. But I also went through several years here recently after recovering from having a baby, and it took me many years to do that, that all I wanted was like solid, heavy food. Rarely ate much like vegetables that were fresh, let alone, I mean, some cooked stuff, but not salads, a little bit of fruit. But I got most of my nutrients from other denser foods, and that worked. And so now things are changing. And so be okay with that, that what you need at the first week or the first month, the first year, in terms of tools or foods is going to change. And so that's why at the beginning it's important just to actually eat what you feel you most want, so you can have some contrast to compare to. So hopefully that was helpful for you around dropping the shame around this learning curve around intuitive eating. And then real quickly, I want to let you all know that starting June 5th, which is next Monday, I'm going to be doing a 5-day free Facebook Live. I've done this in the past, maybe like 6 to 9 months ago, and it was really fun, had a lot of participation, it was great. And so be on the lookout on my Facebook, just my regular page, Tracy Brown. And I hope that you're able to come. You will be also able to get free gifts every single day along the way if you're signed up for my newsletter. So if you're already signed up, don't need to do anything else. If you're reading this and you're like, oh, I want to get, every day has like a little article or a little meditation to kind of get you grounded into what we're going to talk about, because each day is going to be a different topic around making peace with food in terms of what I see people need to go through, like intuitive eating work and body image work and somatic work and being more comfortable in their bodies. So I just want people to have a taste of what that looks like and like what I do with my clients in sessions. And again, just to give people a chance to know me and the depth of the work. All right, well, thank you so much. Go ahead and sign up. Look down below, tracybrownrd.com tracybrownrd.com/free-gifts, and you can get signed up for that. You'll also get my intuitive eating guide, and then you'll start getting emails next Monday around the details of the course, or the mini free course on Facebook Live. Thank you so much, and I hope to see you there. Thanks.